Hey, we need to be careful and watch the kind of decision that we make to make sure that we don't make decisions that will make us to get into trouble. I mean, have you seen the trend about this woman who meant to make false allegations against the husband at the police station, all in the name of getting access to public fund? Ha! Anyways, pardon my manners. Hi, welcome to my channel Talktogbemy. On this channel, I share news on immigration and beneficial ways to relocate to developed countries. Of course, among other things, just like what we are about to discuss today. Do consider subscribing to this channel and be a part of this family. I promise you, you will not regret doing so. But most importantly, turn on your notification bell so that as soon as I drop any new updates, you are among the first set of people to receive it. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always taking your time to watch my videos. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for the likes. Do not stop doing this as it encourages me to do more. I'm sorry, but the news I want to share today is not a palatable one. Sometimes we in the course of trying to get money, like where we're not supposed to look for money, we end up even turning things around on the negative part for ourselves. Not for ourselves anyway, because I won't make such decision. I mean, this trend, for those who have not seen the trend, let me tell you about the story. So there's this particular woman who was talking to a friend who have already been in the UK for a while, and the friend have been telling her things. She used to see the kind of things that the friend is enjoying, because the friend is a single mom and the UK government actually gave her a house and always supports her monthly with a particular amount of money and all that. And she was talking to her friend that, okay, how can she also be able to benefit from this? Now, this friend of ours, as I said earlier, is a single mom. And, you know, once you're a single mom in the UK and you're struggling to support yourself, you're on low income, there's a particular scheme that is made available to support such people, especially those who have kids, of course, as a single mom. Pardon me if I'm saying things anyhow. I can't fathom why someone will make such decisions. So back to the story. So she was actually talking to a friend about this, and she said she would also like to benefit from this and all that. And so the friend was not telling her about how she went to the government to explain her situation and all that, and what she can also do, advising her that for people who are faced with domestic violence by their partner, there's a way that the government will be able to give them permanent residency, which is the indefinite leave to remain. That is true if you are faced with domestic violence by your partner. Depending on the story, sometimes you can go to the police station and speak with support workers, and when they look into the story and they are not convinced, you might find yourself back in your country. But in some cases, if they are able to see it with proof that truly you are being maltreated or you are experiencing any type of violence, then you can be able to get permanent residency direct. I know of people who have gotten that due to their situation. But if this is not your situation, why do you want to put it upon yourself? How much is this money? Okay, so back to the story. So after telling this lady about it, the lady went to the police station and went to report the guy to the police, saying that she's been maltreated and she doesn't want to go back to the house, blah blah blah, say a lot of bad things about the guy. I mean, sorry that I have to digress. Like, sometimes when you are saying these bad things about this man, one, you are not thinking about the man's reputation. This man is the main applicant. You are the dependent. He has brought you to the UK. I'm not saying that you should be thankful because your man brought you to the UK, or you should be forever grateful, or what's the right word now? What's the right word? Oh my God, I'm looking for that right word. Like, you know what I mean? Like, indebted. Doesn't mean that you should be indebted to your partner just because your partner brought you to the UK. But at least there are some things that when you want to make some decision, you consider the other person. Now, if you've gone to say a lot of bad things about a man, it's going to affect him because it's going to go into record. In the UK, everything is recorded. So it's going to go into record that he's a woman beater, or is an abuser, or, you know, and there's some kind of roles that he will want to take up that would end up affecting him if peradventure that goes into the system. So this lady went and said all these kind of things at the police station, and then they asked her to go, according to the story. They asked her to go home. So when the I think a senior police person came in and heard about the story, so he was curious about the fact that why is it that most Africans, they've been getting that story a lot recently. So he decided to go into the matter and do his own private investigation. So one of the days they asked the lady to come, or they had a contact with the lady anyway, after inviting the man in, and the man said his own story, that all those things said about him is not true. And you know, because the UK is a woman kind of driven country in terms that the woman always comes first before the man, so most times some men, not all, because I know some men are also really bad, but some men unfortunately fall victim of this, because you will hear what the woman is saying and believe the woman faster ahead of the man. But in this man's case, it was lucky to meet with this policeman, and he explained the situation and said that's not the case. So the policeman decided to investigate further, and one way or the other, he landed his hand on the woman's phone and went through the chat. I don't know if he got the phone or he went to the database and started monitoring the woman or something, and that was when he saw the chat between the woman and her friend, who is a single mom, when the woman told her all what she should go and say at the police station so that they can be able to give her house. My God, that's how she got herself in deep shit. I mean, see, let me tell you something. Let me give you details in case you are planning or you are thinking of doing this thing. One, if you're a single mom, or if you are getting support or benefits from the government, you will get payment for you towards your rents, right? Let's put that one aside. Then again, you get support. You will be given money if you are not working. If you are not working, no, you'll be given 300 and something pounds monthly. Now, if you've got kids, even if you have 4 kids, they will only give you support for 2 kids. That's the first 2 kids. And each kid will get 200 plus. Let's say 250, for example. Not up to that, but let's say 250. So let's say you have more than 1 kid and you get 500 for the 2 kids. And you are getting 350, right? That makes up 850 pounds. Now, that 850 pounds is when you are not working at all. If at all, you eventually decide to work, for every extra money you earn, every £1, 55p will be taken out. I wish I know how to explain this very well. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that it pays if you and your partner decide to work and earn money and make plans together, especially if you are already in the UK legally. This money that they are saying, support from this, support from that, support, it is nothing compared to if you decide to work by yourself and earn money by yourself. And let's stop doing this to ourselves, because now this is even one of the things that is causing all these visa issues now. Because I mean, I did a video about a particular guy too. You can watch it. This is the video about a particular guy too, who I don't know how come he came as a dependent and he could not, all the questions they were asking him at the airport, he couldn't answer it. I did a details about the kind of questions you'll be asked at the airport too. And this one too, how can, like, now we are having issues with dependents coming to the UK, and more dependents are still going to expose themselves to the police, I mean to the government. People who come to the UK, they will pay money to come to the UK, like one of this healthcare visa and something, and they've already told you that you are coming to the UK, you will not get job. Oh, they don't have job for you. Where do you expect to earn money? And then they will still come with their partner, they will come with their kids. Where do you want to live? How do you want to cope? And when they now get here and realize there's no other way to cope and everything, you now have to start looking for ways to go to the government for help. And then the government will now start feeling as if migrants are actually causing a burden on the economy. Like, we need to talk to ourselves. If you don't have any situation of abuse, you don't have any need to look for, see, even if they'll give you food bank, this call something food bank, even if they give you food, you know that we people of color, like even Asians too, the kind of food that we eat in our country is different from the kind of food they eat here. So even if they do food bank pack for you, trust me, like almost 50% of the things that is in that pack, you won't be able to eat it. You won't need it. Why do you want to stress yourself? I'm talking to you because I know these things. The best thing is for you and your partner to work in the UK, and from the little you are earning, make it an habit to be saving. And if you're a student, you've come to the UK, you are struggling to pay your school fee, I have done a video on how you can be able to offset your outstanding tuition fee. This is the video. Just follow the steps and hope to God that everything will be sorted out. And stop messing yourself. Stop bringing down your partner. Stop biting the finger that feeds you. I think that's the right word. Like this thing, when I saw this trend, it really got me so frustrated. You know, some ladies too, right from, I'm not trying to be gender, maybe like siding a particular gender, but so far, the news I have seen so far is more on the ladies. I saw one too in a group that I am, and the person was saying that the wife, that the person is a cousin or something, and then when they came to the UK, the partner started maltreating. So now she wants to switch from dependent visa to another skilled worker visa. She wants to know if it is possible that, but when she told her employer about it, that she doesn't live with her husband again, they are telling her that she needs to report to Home Office, and she is seeking advice if she should report to Home Office. Once you have confirmed that you are no longer with your partner, the visa that you came with as a dependent becomes null and void. I mean, you no longer have a visa and you become illegal. They can advise you to go back to your country and then apply for skilled worker for you to come back. Why are we messing ourselves up? All because we just want to run this race and make sure that we become a citizen on time. Like, follow the normal step. And what happens to slow and steady enjoys the race? Let me just stop here before I say a whole lot of things. So, but please, always make sure that you are sure about whatever information you are giving. In fact, I will add various links in the description box below for anyone who needs support with council tax. For anyone, like, just go to the government website. All the information is there for you. You can be able to know what you are entitled to and what you are able to get. That is if you even have access to benefit. Please, 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 and please stop messing your partners up here. You came to the UK. When you pay back home, you know he has maltreating you. It's now that you now got to the UK, that's when you now want to go and report to the government that he is maltreating you. Anyways, that's all I want to share with you guys today. Let me know what you think about this. If you have any experience like this, or if you've heard about any experience like this, about what people have been doing to their partners, be it from the male to the female or from the female to the male, just share it in the comment section. Let other people be able to benefit from this. And if there are other benefits that people can be able to enjoy, even though they are not, even though they don't have access to benefits also, please share it in the comment section so that everybody can be able to learn. But please, please, and please, if it is not your situation, don't pin yourself to be a struggler when you are not struggling. Let me just put it that way, and let me stop there. Until I see you in my next video, I wish you guys all the best, and bye for now.